Grabbing a random fiber supplement off the pharmacy shelf and hoping for the best is a common strategy. Usually, it results in extreme bloating, uncomfortable gas, and zero resolution to the underlying health issues you are trying to fix. Fermentable fibers differ from generic roughage like celery or bran. They act as chemical generators in your digestive tract, broken down by bacteria to create highly active compounds like short-chain fatty acids. Choosing to use them requires a specific calculation. You are balancing short-term gastrointestinal comfort against long-term targeted metabolic stability. Inulin and beta-glucan serve distinct roles in the body. Effective use depends on matching a specific fermentation mechanic to your exact physiological goal. Guessing which one you need means paying the physical price in your digestive tract without ever securing the metabolic reward. This decision tree outlines the physical bottlenecks you need to categorize before looking at clinical data or supplement labels. The first path is for the metabolic optimizer. This person's primary focus is leveling out volatile peaks in post-meal blood sugar and driving down systemic cholesterol. The second path is for the weight manager. The main struggle here is appetite control and modifying stubborn body composition through dietary adherence. The third path belongs to the gut health seeker. Their goal is fixing dysbiosis by cultivating specific beneficial bacteria to outcompete harmful ones. Select the path that aligns with your current health. That choice dictates the exact molecular compound your body requires. Identifying your exact bottleneck allows you to bypass generic health advice and utilize a functional, targeted remedy. We start with inulin. Derived primarily from chicory root and onions, it is a highly concentrated, targeted fuel source for your digestive system. Looking at this comparison matrix, the gut impact of inulin is immediate. It rapidly breaks down into a complex chain called fructooligosaccharides. This structure acts as exclusive food for bifidobacteria, causing a sharp spike in their population. This rapid bacterial growth physically lowers the pH of your gut environment, actively suppressing harmful pathogens. But that speed comes with a stress and severe bloating if dosed incorrectly. This physical discomfort is the mechanical byproduct of toxic and chemically volatile. Inulin acts as a biological sledgehammer for your gut flora, forcing rapid shifts requiring high user tolerance. Beyond the digestive tract, inulin creates highly specific systemic effects in the bloodstream, which is particularly relevant for diabetics and pre-diabetics. This matrix row tracking blood sugar shows sustained consumption of inulin is clinically linked to enhancing insulin sensitivity over time. For weight loss, inulin's rapid stomach expansion promotes intense satiety signals, dropping the total food volume required to feel full. Utilizing this appetite suppression requires consciously tolerating the heavy, sometimes uncomfortable feelings of fullness and bloating that create it. It is a powerful lever for modulating hunger and insulin, provided you are willing to endure the physical heaviness necessary to secure those outcomes. Beta-glucan offers a different mechanism entirely. Sourced from grains like oats and barley, it is a slower, smoother compound to digest. Revisiting the matrix, the gut impact of beta-glucan reveals a slow cultivation of diverse butyrate-producing bacteria, rather than aggressively spiking one specific strain. The primary advantage here is tolerance. This gradual fermentation yields a significantly smoother digestive experience, with a low risk of gas. Mild indigestion can still happen, but it rarely escalates to the severe acute bloating common with inulin. Beta-glucan functions as a slow-release fertilizer for the microbiome, trading the speed of biological alteration for essential digestive comfort. To understand beta-glucan's real value, you have to look at its physical action in the digestive tract when consumed directly alongside a meal. It hydrates into a thick, viscous gel, physically trapping other compounds and suspending them in the digestive tract, slowing their absorption into the body. This matrix row demonstrates the clinical outcomes of that binding action. It mechanically blunts post-meal glucose spikes and lowers blood cholesterol by pulling it from circulation. Additionally, beta-glucan targets weight management by supporting long-term visceral fat reduction. The critical constraint is timing. These benefits only activate if you consume the beta-glucan concurrently with your dietary meals. It is a biological interception tool. It requires precise timing to block sugar and cholesterol effectively. With the mechanics clear, we can assign the correct fiber to the specific bottlenecks we identified earlier. These scorecards map the best options. If you are a gut health seeker targeting dysbiosis or a weight manager relying on strong satiety signals to drop calories, the clinical data points directly to inulin. To achieve targeted bifidobacteria growth or blunt your appetite, you must accept the trade-off of potential gas and bloating. If you are the metabolic optimizer, focused on buffering post-meal blood sugar, lowering cholesterol, or reducing visceral fat, β-glucan is your mandatory choice. Aligning your personal bottleneck to the specific mechanical action of the fiber guarantees a return on your digestive investment. When implementing these, you must never combine high doses of both fibers immediately upon starting. Your digestive tract will rebel. For inulin, strict titration is required. Start with a microdose of 1 or 2 grams. Ramp up slowly over several weeks until you hit the recommended 5 to 10 gram target. If you rush it, the pain will force you to quit. For β-glucan, consistency and timing are your protocols. You need to plan your intake to hit a minimum of 3 grams daily, and it must be consumed alongside your meals to intercept glucose and cholesterol. Remember, biological systems do not adapt overnight. The internal environment requires slow, steady, and consistent pressure to fundamentally reshape itself. Mastering fermentable fibers requires choosing the exact tool for your specific goal, starting cautiously and giving the science the necessary time to permanently optimize your metabolism.